Welcome to The Terrible Take, a daily segment telling Steeler Nation what's on our minds. I'm Melanie Friedlander. When the Steelers took the field for their popular Friday Night Lights practice 2 days ago, the nearly 14,000 fans present were in for a treat. Lining up at fullback was none other than offensive lineman and former third-round draft pick Kendrick Green. The 6'4", 315-pounder cleared the way for a running back on one play and bowled over defenders while carrying the ball on another. He even caught a pass out of the backfield. Fans roared with approval, which may be the first time Green has ever gotten that type of reception. If you follow Steelers Depot, Friday was not the first time the possibility of Kendrick Green playing fullback entered your consciousness. Our own Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora discussed it several times on the podcast during the offseason, and Dave suggested it only partly in jest a while ago. Even former Steelers linebacker Vince Williams commented this spring that Green could reinvent himself at the position. The question is it really all that crazy? Maybe not. For the past 4 years, Derek Watt has been the Steelers' fullback. He was well paid, but his value was far more significant on special teams. His snaps tell the story. In 2021, he lined up with the offense 88 times as compared to his 354 special team snaps. In 2022, the ratio was not much different. 77 snaps with the offense, 290 on special teams. The Steelers don't tend to use a fullback much, so any player signed to that position has to offer added value somewhere else. Enter undrafted free agent rookie Monty Pottebaum, a physical blocker that Pittsburgh signed to see what his potential was at the NFL level. He lasted only a few practices into training camp and suddenly retired. Okay, what about second-year tight end Connor Hayward, who is considered a hybrid player due to his athleticism? While Hayward is just 2 inches shorter than Derek Watt, and essentially the same weight, he was used more as a halfback last season, catching the ball out of the backfield rather than for true blocking from the backfield. According to PFF, he was credited with 83 run blocking snaps, but none of those came with him lining up in the backfield. With Pottebaum gone and Hayward being used in the field in other ways, the Steelers have no fullback. Enter Green, who was initially playing the role on the scout team last year to prepare for the Ravens and their very large fullback, Patrick Ricard. Green, who never got a helmet last year after losing his job at center, obviously made an impression. Enough that Tomlin wanted to see it again in practice Friday night. And he made a bigger impression. Safety Minkah Fitzpatrick called him dangerous, stating that he definitely wouldn't want to be tackling him. And while Green stated after the Friday night practice that it was a one-time thing, he was back in that role the following day, starting warm-ups with the running backs and playing several snaps in team drills at fullback. Is it crazy? Not at all. It actually makes a lot of sense. Green is currently slotted as the third-string backup center with limited versatility to fill in at guard. While he is unlikely to play special teams, he could fill the role of fullback while serving as offensive line depth. It's clear he has the size, athleticism, and nastiness to dominate at the fullback position, and even has decent hands when a pass comes his way. The only question is how to crunch the numbers and get him a helmet on game day. That's my take. You can follow me on Twitter @GirlSurgeon. Check out The Terrible Take every day at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Follow us on SteelersDepot.com and check out The Terrible Podcast with Dave Bryan and Alex Kozora every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.